2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. Looking at the Thunder, one thing they've talked about, sustaining focus on the defensive end, allowing no easy shots, trying to be disruptive, maybe causing some turnovers that can lead to easy buckets in transition. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge down on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Now, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
Well, D.A., you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. Clark, plenty of speed and explosiveness on display tonight. When you widen your lens a little bit, how do you think athleticism in this league has changed throughout the years?
Well, it has grown exponentially, Kevin. When you think about the advanced training methods, the knowledge around nutrition and rest and strength training, so beneficial to the athleticism that we see in the league. As a matter of fact, I question whether or not I would be able to play in this day and age based on the athleticism I had back in the 80s. I would have to really embrace that fitness and strength training to another level to play today.
Oh, I think you would have played in any era and been just fine.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure, though. These guys get after it. They're bigger, faster, and stronger than any players of any era to date.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. DeRozan out there with Irving. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Randall in at the four-man position. Now here's Cousins. Cousins with a screen for Brown. Rebound by Harrell.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
High post, Davis. Kicks it out to Harden. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 5 to shoot. There's Beal with the three, and the three ball is good. Beal's got 5.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now here's Randall. And here's Irving over Harden. Here's Cousins, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
You gotta love how Cousins uses his size, his reach. He's more prolific on the defensive glass, but obviously a factor on the offensive end as well.
Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Cousins.
Well, for the Bucks in 2017, it was the opening of their new state-of-the-art team facility. A year later, right next door, they've inaugurated their new home arena.
Drops in the tray.
And the way Harden feels and understands the game, great IQ, very impressive. He knows where to be once the pick is set.
Screen by Cousins. Irving kicks to Brown. Good on the shot. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Passes it to Winslow. Picked by Harrell. Outside, Davis. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Cousins with a screen on Hart. Another shot. And they double up Cousins, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. Randall kicks to DeRozan. Count that one.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Davis with a screen on DeRozan. Shoots from the elbow. Again, Oklahoma City.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Brown. Irving passes to DeRozan. Shoots over Beal. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
Well, Thunder have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Randall kicks to Brown. Harden against Irving. The kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Cousins with a screen on Winslow. Off the pick. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. To the inside. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 6 points.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Irving kicks to Brown. Pass to Cousins. DeRozan with a screen for Cousins. A beautiful reverse layup. He's got 5.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Now the pass to Winslow. It's Beal on the wing. There's a good screen. The 3 from Harden. Rebound, Milwaukee. And Cousins kicks to Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Free throw, good, Irving.
And the confidence Irving plays with is really admirable. You can tell he feels like no one can guard him.
So he gets them both.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
Harden kicks to Davis. Davis sets a screen from deep. Harden. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got his 2nd bucket.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Irving's shot is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. Harrell dishes to Beal. High, arcing shot.
Does not have a shot blocker's reach, but Randall makes up for it with excellent anticipation.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack, no simpler than that.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Okay, say that. Don't act like you know me. I don't know you guys. What if I say who you are? You're not that surprised. And I don't pay out the line. I just put my bed. I can just accept, but that's all I will. They say that I'm wrong. No, I'm just that bad. That's all about practice. That's all about practice. What?
Richardson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Harden kicks to Davis. Dishes to Beal. Back to Davis. Clock at 6. Richardson against Brown. Richardson, no luck.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one. You know, Julius Randle is a young power forward, a little undersized for that position, but fairly dependable. Good movement when he gets to the basket, and he knows how to finish inside. Surprised his rookie option wasn't picked up, but he made the best of it in free agency.
Now here's Randle. Harden missing his last shot. Outside, Davis. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Randle. Now Irving. To the left wing. Brown outside. Shot clock at 5. Cousins with a screen on Richardson. Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And for Randle, a free agent this past summer, it seems he never felt truly wanted by the team that drafted him.
Well, you know, he's dealt with injuries early in his career and a lot of trade rumors, which can affect a young player in a negative way.
Take a break.
I think he's still shown solid improvement in his first handful of years in the league. And again, you've got to recall and remember how young some of these guys are. Even when they've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years, some of these guys are like 22, 23 years old. And that's still not enough time for them to fully mature as players.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Redick comes in for Beal, and it's Kyle Lowry in for James Harden. And he's good on the second. Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle on. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I'd throw Kyrie Irving in there as well. Kemba Walker, diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites. One of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Some terrific names there. And Milwaukee has possession after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Here's Mitchell. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Outside Lowry. Davis setting the pick for Richardson. Trying to get open is Davis. Richardson, no luck.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Now here's Ross. Lopez outside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Thunder have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. It's tipped. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Davis has got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Kicks to Turner. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Davis. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Here's Lowry. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ross. Pass to Turner. Bucks passing it around. Mitchell against Lowry. Here's Ross. That's short off the rim. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
From 11 feet away, and that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Mitchell wide open. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Thunder shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Richardson. And Lowry has it in the corner. 1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Inside. Outside Turner. Back to Ross. Here's the three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Offensive rebound. Cauley-Stein against Lopez. Richardson for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Richardson's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Cauley-Stein against Lopez. Turner with a screen on Cauley-Stein. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cauley-Stein's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lowry kicks to Davis. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Milwaukee is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the middle, here's Mitchell. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Yeah, you know, Ross doing a nice job sharing the ball. I love seeing that from him. A great teammate who knows how to get his guys involved.
Lowry against Mitchell. Outside, Davis. And he gets it to go. He's got 10.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation time.
Being a player that thought he knew it all, thought he was the best thing walking, and you know, I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, of course, my game has grown, my knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ, but it's just the typical thing from a rookie to, you know, a veteran.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now when Cousins keeps his emotions in check. He's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling.
break.
Flat out killing it from beyond the arc.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Brook Lopez is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 2 spot. And Bogdan Bogdanovic, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championship, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA bucket.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Lowry against Mitchell. Davis, the pass to Reddick. Mitchell against Lowry. Outside for Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bucks trail by 5. Ross passes to Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the screen. Turner with the screen. Over Davis. The shot by Turner, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Here's Mitchell. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Turner with the screen. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Davis, and it's James Harden in for J.J. Redick. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Lopez. Ando comes in for Turner. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Irving subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
You know, James Harden, the leading isolation scorer in the league for the last 3 years plus. He's taken it to a whole new level, almost 12 points a game in isolation in 2018. And his efficiency, the best in the game, is off the charts. Winslow, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Bradley Beal comes in for Kyle Lowry.
And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Cousins dishes to Irving. Brown against Beal. Brown drives in. Yep, that one goes. Brown's got 5 now. And it's interesting, isn't it? Isolation, one-on-one basketball has lost favor league-wide, but Harden flips that logic on its head.
Yeah, it can still be a little frustrating to watch at times, Kevin, but it reminds me a bit of the way that Steph Curry changed the definition of a good shot. His deep range and marksmanship from long distance. Now more and more players are shooting it from that deep. Harden is changing the definition of a good possession because he's just so talented at making the toughest shots look easy.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Perilous screen on Irving. Lets a floater go. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Harden. Pick by Harrell. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. And Beal kicks to Harden. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
No good from Cousins.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Winslow, the pass to Harden. No good. Good D by Irving.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Nice job. Very good rhythm. Randall on the catch and shoot.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. And Harden with the stuff.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
And DeRozan kicks to Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's Winslow. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pick by Harrell. Off the screen, Beal, and that one goes long.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
You got to love the intensity. Cousins going right for the throat and just jamming that one home.
Cauley Stein passes to Harrell. Shoots over Cousins. Harrell, that's good.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Irving drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on James Harden. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
Free throw, good, Irving. Both free throws good for Irving. Harden with it. He's got 8. Pick by Harrell. The 3. Harden, no good.
He's still fighting it, and sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's trying to get in the rhythm, but right now he's playing hard, but he's hurting his team.
Now here's Winslow, following the miss by Julius Randle. Here's Harrell, and the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Harden kicks to Harrell. The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Harrell. Both shots good from the stripe. Bucks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Feeds to Cousins. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Harden kicks to Harrell. Back to Harden. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for Bradley Beal.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Down low, here's Randall. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Winslow. He's defended by Randall. Picked by Harrell from the line. Randall grabs the board.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One of the stories here, Cousins getting it done.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Beal kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Beal. 6 to shoot. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slaps it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. The Thunder making the shot. Irving for 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Harden kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's the screen. Shot off the screen. A rebound by the Bucks. Randall's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Shoots over DeRozan. Beal can't get it to go. Milwaukee in the lead.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
DeRozan's shot is off. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game, fortify his defense, and expand that offensive repertoire.
Cousins with a screen on Beal. Rosen dishes to Randall. Cousins against Beal. Cousins, the pass to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Davis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson comes in for Winslow. J.J. Redick's checked in for Beal. And it's Kyle Lowry in for James Harden. Now here's Redick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lopez against Harrell. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Milwaukee on D. Outside Lowry. Davis setting the pick for Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Down low, here's Mitchell. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Redick with a screen on Bogdanovich. Davis kicks to Lowry. Back to Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Davis has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the rejection by Lowry. Here is Ross. 5 points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Redick.
You know, you can't ignore the effect Redick's defense has on that possession. I mean, active and aware, making that shot as hard as possible.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
First one falls for him.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the strike.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game. From deep three-point range.
Yeah, and he plays a lot bigger than that 6-foot frame would suggest. Lowry is just a bundle of energy out there.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. The Bucks trail. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Harden. Anthony Davis is out there with Winslow. Then there's Bradley Beal. And Harrell's in at the 5 spot. 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. Great D that time from Beal. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Irving. Stolen by Harden. There's Winslow. Here's Davis. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
And that one falls for Davis.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And here is Irving. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Now here's Irving. A stupendous finish in traffic. Irving's got 15. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
Here is Harden following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Harrell, a screen on Brown. Got a piece of it. Harden against Irving. Harden outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Brown. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
One shot.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, Davis. There's the pass to Winslow. Back to Davis. It's Beal on the wing. Davis with a screen on DeRozan. Beal can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Cousins. A three-pointer off the mark. High post, Davis. Randall on him. Count it. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
DeRozan against Beal. Passes it to Davis. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now, here is Irving. 15 points in the game. To the middle, and finished off by Davis.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And Cousins with a terrific perimeter game. One more thing that kind of sets him apart at that center position.
Davis with it. Now defended by Randall. Randall against Davis. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
He's off on the first. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the second free throw, good. Bucks trail by 7. And DeRozan kicks to Cousins. A floater. And there's the nice layup by Irving. Irving's got 17.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Cauley-Stein.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Irving passes to Brown. Here's Cousins. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And James Harden taking home the MVP award in 2018. And Clark, well deserved.
It sure was, Kevin. A career marking scoring a league-high 30 points a game. The first player ever to drop 60 points as part of a triple-double. It certainly was his year.
For Oklahoma City, Richardson comes in for Winslow, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Bradley Beal. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Misses off the left iron. Bucks trail by 5. He kicks it to Cousins. Wants to get it to DeRozan, and does. And that one, good. DeRozan's got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Cauley-Stein, a screen. Here's Lowry, and that one drops.
Kevin, that's a nice display of patience inside from Lowry. Didn't rush his shot, takes his time, and really does a nice job sinking these high percentage looks.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 17, and it's Bogdanovic in the corner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the inside, Harden. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And now a 7-point Thunder lead.
I don't know too many guys who have the skill and attacking mentality that Harden does. I mean, he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's scoring the basketball.
DeRozan's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Irving against Lowry. Davis setting the pick for Lowry. The dish to Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Cauley-Stein with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Richardson. Here's Cauley-Stein, and the layup's good off the glass. Cauley-Stein's got 4 this quarter.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Now here's Irving. 17 points in the game. Basket good. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by 7. Harden kicks to Davis. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Davis. Oklahoma City moving it around. Cauley-Stein at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside DeRozan. Over Richardson. And it's DeRozan missing.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
They get the rebound. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And the Thunder making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Cousins. Turner comes in for Randall. Ross, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mitchell in for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 10-point game. Timeout called the Bucks. By Corley Stein. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Here's Mitchell. A ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. 5 to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The Thunder leading by 8. Outside Lowry. Pass to Redick. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Bogdanovich kicks to Ross. Mitchell a screen on Davis. Here's Turner, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here is Ross, following the score by Oklahoma City. Mitchell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Lowry's got the ball. Up the floor. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Lopez a screen on Redick. Mitchell kicks to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 16-6 run. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, but, you know, it's nice nice to see Lowry dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy watching him pass the ball because he's got a nice feel for when to get it to his guys for an open shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Lowry against Mitchell. Lowry drives in, and Davis wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 8th assist in the game. Bucks trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell passes to Turner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside, back to Redick. 1 second left, and again it's Oklahoma City.
This is why you must play up on Redick, because he's terrific at shooting off the pass.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Oklahoma City leading by 18 on the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Terrence Ross, Miles Turner out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Brown in at the small forward. And it's Mitchell missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Lopez, no luck. Here's Oklahoma City now. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Harrell drops in the layup for 2. Harrell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Oklahoma City. Bucks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Ross on the wing. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
There's the pick. Harrell setting the pick for Richardson. Outside Lowry. Lets the 3 fly. But they get it back. To the inside. Harrell, that's good. And the Thunder lead by 20.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now here's Ross. Lopez, a screen on Redick. Left side, Brown. Good work there as it goes.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Lowry kicks to Richardson. Beyond the arc. The shot by Lowry, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
Bradley Beal's checked in for J.J. Redick. The Bucks also with the sub. Irving's checked in.
One shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Winslow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Milwaukee also making some changes. Julius Randle comes in for Miles Turner, and DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Lopez. He dishes it to Irving. And DeRozan kicks to Brown. Here's Randle. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 13 points for Julius Randle.
Doesn't have the great length, but Randle with the attitude to beat up guys on the inside.
Here's Lowry. Here's Harrell. And easy 2 points on the layup. Harrell's got 6 in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here is Irving. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Shoots over Beal. And Winslow pulls it down.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Connects from three-point range.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
The shot's good from Irving.
And guys, once Irving finds that groove, it really just fun to watch him go to work. Just no fear, will take any shot out there on the floor.
Now here's Lowry. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half. When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor.
One shot, gentlemen.
He's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Free throw good, Lowry. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
No, he is a bulldog. I mean, scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position. And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside, Davis. Pick by Harrell. Oklahoma City moving it around. Davis setting the pick for Beal. Shot clock at 6. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's DeRozan. Shoots over Beal, and it's DeRozan missing. Oklahoma City has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Cousins. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half. And here is Beal. Outside Lowry. Davis with a screen on Irving. Lowry can't get it to go.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Out to the wing. It's stolen by Davis. Lowry dishes to Beal. Left side Lowry. On the wing, Davis. He's defended by Randall. Picked by Harrell. Here's Beal. And the rejection by Cousins. Irving against Lowry. Cousins with a screen on Lowry. Off the pick, Irving shoots. And the jumper is good. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Lowry kicks to Beal. On the wing, Winslow. Pass to Beal. Picked by Harrell. Off the screen. Oklahoma City the rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Irving against Lowry. Irving passes to DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
James Harden, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. The Bucks also with the sub. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position. And some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
Now here's Winslow, 5 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Ingles. Winslow's shot is off. Bucks trail by 21. Here's Randall. A three-pointer, no good.
You know what? He's never been known as a three-point shooter. Not sure why he continues to try.
And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Count it.
Oh, man. DeRozan, his interior game, worthy of much respect. When he gets the ball in a good spot, he goes to work.
Oklahoma City leading by 21. The pass to Winslow. Picked by Harrell. Now Winslow. Back to Beal. Davis setting the pick for Beal. And he connects on the jumper. His screen did the trick.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Irving with it, and it's Harden picking him up, fades back. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's Harden. Kicks it to Winslow. Back to Harden. Davis sets a screen. From 18 feet away, again, Oklahoma City.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Anthony Davis.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Oklahoma City on D. Randall, the turnaround jumper. Count it.
Nice control that time. Randall is smooth from the mid-range.
The Thunder leading by 21. And Beal kicks to Davis. Winslow, the pass to Harden. Davis with a screen on Irving. Harden, that's good.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Now here's Cousins. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Cousins has got 23.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
Picked by Harrell. Passes it to Harden. Over Irving. No good off the back of the rim. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Vonleh comes in for Anthony Davis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Beal. .104 left in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Ross, that's good.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Now here's Redick. Cauley Stein, a screen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Here's Mitchell. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
No other way to say it. Flat out bad defense. Didn't even contest the shot. Lucky for them, he misfired on it.
Vonleh with it. Shot clock at 5. Harden inside the three-point line. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotions. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.